we're in brilliant company. I mean, yeah, we broadcast with Gwyneth Paltrow or on the same platform, or with, I think sounds good, don't you?
I think I think we can get away with that. We are in the same industry.
Yeah, I've got the red button. You've got the red button?
Oh, red button. Yes, red button. For what it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I was just amazed to actually see her there. But it shows that we're actually in good company.
It does.
Speaking of which, hello, Nick, and we are live today on Facebook and YouTube. Nick's Amazon Live page, my Amazon Live page, and we're going to nix that. We're going to stop that and just hide the card and come to Nick and myself. And
yay!
Now we've got a situation here because for the first time ever, Nick is in control of the studio.
Oh, no, that's so dangerous.
Right. So this is lights, camera, action, so we can hide that. And I've got a second camera. I just want to tell you about the broadcast tomorrow, and then we'll be back to normal. How can you manage live streaming without internet? Is a show on the OneStream Live YouTube channel tomorrow, and I'm hosting it, so I'm looking forward to that. And basically, my question was, well, how can you live stream without internet?
I know.
I'm going to be interested to hear my answer.
I'm going to be interested to hear your answer too. I might have to tune in. What time is it?
It's at 3:00.
Oh, right. Cool. Oh, definitely.
10 a.m. Eastern. Right. Okay. Now I've got you on screen. On my end, are you moving? Right. Now this is where sorry, Nick. This is where it's going wrong.
Good job. I wasn't picking my nose.
Let's switch that camera off. Okay. So there's just the two of us on the screen. And that's better. And I'm going to remove the countdown clock because we don't need it now. So there you are. I've still got a frozen picture. Weird. And we say hello to Aman, who's found us on YouTube.
Yay.
And we're broadcasting from be.live today, Aman. And we're broadcasting to Amazon. Got a question for you, Aman. You can help us if you wish. Can you see Nick moving, or is Nick frozen? That's the question.
Am I frozen?
Don't know. I mean, if you're not, then I can refresh because then you've got total control of the studio.
Oh no, I can see. Yes, I'm frozen on Amazon.
Right.
Frozen very well. I like that photo.
You're looking good, but yeah, I'm just gonna go over to Amazon and be through in a second. Yes, you are. Let's just say hello on Amazon as I'm here. You are currently frozen or freezing occasionally.
Shall I switch my camera off and on?
Off and on. That's a good idea. Off and on again. You sometimes works.
Yeah, let's just go off it.
Okay, so the camera's off. Waiting. I'm just interested to find out which. You're back and you're moving.
I'm back and I'm moving.
Yeah, all good. All good. Yeah. We'll get these gremlins now and again. Thank you for watching us live on Amazon Live. You will get a show in a minute.
When we're ready.
And Aman is saying, Go Studio update. Yes, please, if you would, Aman. I don't know anything other than what you told me, and that is that Go Studio closed down.
Oh, really?
Which is a shame because it's the best. It is literally the best, most sophisticated studio I've seen. The ability to move things around the screen in real time and for them to be reflected in real time. And familiar story. They had version 1, and then they started work on version 2, and the biggest problem was that they couldn't get version 2 working. It's brand new blank canvas, started to print it, and they just came to a technical problem, and a shame, really. So if you've got an update, Aman, that would be good. Okay. No, it's Tuesday, which means
it's quiz day.
Yes, indeed. I'm just about to share my screen. We're going to bring in the quiz.
Oh, the movie quiz. I better just check.
You can't beat a good movie quiz, can you?
I know. I think we did quite well last time.
We did. I can't. Have I closed it?
Actually, while you're looking for that, I've got a question. Did you avail yourself of any Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals?
I tried to sell things, but I didn't try to buy things. Did you?
I did. One thing I bought turned out to be complete rubbish, so I asked for an immediate refund. It was shocking. But one thing I did buy, on our good friends AppSumo, was a lifetime deal on BigFoo, because my teleprompter app that I was using kind of packed up a few weeks ago. I don't often do a teleprompter, but so I was looking for another one, and yeah, I saw that on AppSumo. I thought, oh, cool. So yeah, it looks pretty neat, and yeah, for one-off price.
When you see something that you actually use and need, you know,
guess where I put it.
Brilliant. So you don't forget it. Use, need, and brilliant. Okay, now we're going to try and share screen again. But first, you don't succeed. Let's go there, and hopefully, I've got trivia movie quizzes. It says so that must be the right one. And go over here again, and I'm going to bring that on screen. Okay. Would you like to move things about, Nick, so that see I can go like that, and Nick's now in control.
Oh, which way around should I? Oops.
Easy. Yes. See,
there you go.
The technology works. That's incredible. It makes life a lot easier.
We get there. That is so cool. Yeah. That is awesome.
Right. So basically, now that we're on Be Live, not only can we both appear on camera at the same time, but I asked Nick to be a member of my team, and I'll be a member of Nick's team, and team members can actually do everything apart from go live.
It is,
which is fair. Yeah.
Well, actually, you say that, but I've got I can stop. I've got the button. I'm not pressing it because it would stop the stream. But I think actually your team member can go live as well.
That's brilliant. See, we're learning all the time.
It is just like being in exactly the same as being in your own studio. That is it. The only thing I can't do is obviously I can't control the quiz because that's on a separate. We've got it on the screen, but of course you've got that on your machine. So
yeah, I'm sharing it locally, and hopefully we're going to share the right one. Where shall we go? General, awards, characters. You see something before I do?
Should we go general?
Right. So we're going to go general. Okay. Is that showing?
Not yet.
Okay, just a minute. Let's go here and go general. Hang on. No. The joys of live video. I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, we've got radar.
Yeah. Try again.
Oh, that radar.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Right. So we've got a whole list of things there.
Loads.
Loads.
Oh, what about birth countries? That might be quite fun.
Right. Birth countries, and it's the first time I've been here. So let's.
Yeah, go for number one.
Okay, go for number one. Okay. Can you tell which of the given actors or actresses were not born in the USA?
Oh, we might be good at this.
We may be.
We're not being from the USA.
Well, that's an advantage, isn't it? We're from the other 99% of the world.
I hope so.
Okay, question one. Which of these actors... Sorry, Nick. Which of these actresses were not born in the USA, but in the United Kingdom? Angelica Houston, Joan Woodward, Hattie McDaniel, or Maggie Smith? While we're thinking about that, Nick, you like to put yourself full screen.
Oh, yes. Well, we might know that, but you'll find out. Now, what's the first thing up in the carousel today? I'm just going to scroll it on. Actually, it's it's not got a discount today, but it is the lapel microphone that I'm using. And the reason being was that I made a big error a couple of weeks ago when I was testing, well, actually, I think it was last weekend, I was testing live streams and I wasn't getting any sound. And I was using this. This is the Purple Panda. I'm going to show you the packet. Hey, come back. Yeah, this is the Purple Panda lapel lavalier microphone. So it sits quite nicely there. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's omnidirectional. When you're out and about, and I bought this to film with my GoPro 4 up in Yorkshire where it was windy, and if you're out and about, then obviously it's a great thing to use because your body pretty much provides a cover. And again, we often say Stephen makes some brilliant training videos and he uses the lapel microphone for that amazing audio sound. Now, the thing I love about the Purple Panda, a couple of things, is it comes with this little fluffy windshield. So when it is windy, we can pop that on. Just goes, take that cover off, put that one on, and that will get rid of the wind. It comes with a very, very long cable. So you've got about 5 foot of cable here, and then you've got another about 10 foot of cable that it comes with, which gives you plenty. So 15 foot of cable. That should be good enough for most people. But also, it's got this mini USB, and so this is how I plugged it into the GoPro 4, and it gave me brilliant audio and 4K video all on the same little SD card, which is perfect. I think it's also got a little spare, oh yeah, it comes with a spare couple of crocodile clips. Super easy to use. I'm going to just quickly demonstrate it. So pull clips off, clip on, clip off. So that's all easy. Now, the reason I wanted to tell you about it today was because when I was plugging it into my cell phone, back in the olden days, we used to have a little 2.5 mil, I think was jack, 3.5 mil. We could just plug in our microphones or headphones. Everything worked fantastic. So we then go and get these little adapters, plug that into the phone, perfect kind of thing. And then I wanted to plug in the lapel microphone into that. Now, the thing is, and I don't know if it's going to stretch enough. In fact, I'll just move to the Yeti so you can hear me, because that will save you all. Save you all, it will. Yeti. There we go. So switched over to the Yeti. Now I can unplug this. Now, what happens is we have an additional element that I was just plugging in. Sorry, I had it already plugged in to my USB to go into the back of the Mac. I don't need this element when I'm then putting it into the back of the phone. And you can tell because it's got 1, 2 little bars, and this one has so you've got 1, 2, 3 little bars, and you've got 1, 2 little bars there. And that was what was stopping me and the sound coming through. Once I'd worked that out, it worked like a treat. So it is $33.99 in the carousel. I say it's pretty much my go-to lapel microphone. Very big with the biking community because of the windshield, and you can stick it to your GoPros, stick it on your bikes, and tear on down the highway like a big old dinosaur. I think the phrase from the music was, and that is it. That is the Purple Panda lavalier lapel microphone kit. It comes with fluffy windshield, lots of cable, and lots of fun to use as well. I say $33.99 in the carousel today. So go and feast on that. Go pop it in your cart, and then you can have a look at that later on after we've answered all the questions on the quiz. And I can't hear you, Stephen, but I can just turn your microphone on for you.
Okay, just a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I switched your microphone back on.
Oh, you can hear me twice now.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. Yeah.
Okay. Which one are we switching off?
Let's switch off.
If we switch off that one, that'll stop confusion, won't it?
Yeah, I switched off the quiz.
Okay, and then switch off the quiz as well. Right, okay. It's good to have co-director. I mean, the thing is, you need good sound. I mean, your mobile phone's got a decent microphone, but if you're out in windy weather or in a large crowd, having a lapel microphone makes all the difference to
Oh.
quality of the sound on the recording. So go purple. It's purple.
Maybe.
What can possibly be wrong with anything that's purple? Okay, our question one. Which of these actresses was not born in the USA but in the United Kingdom? Was it Angelica Houston, Joanne Woodward, Hattie McDaniel, or Maggie Smith? Shall we do this one together, Nick?
Well, I got to admit, I was about to second guess myself.
Oh.
But no, it has to be. There ain't nothing like a dame. So
Maggie Smith we're going to go for. So I'm going to click Maggie Smith. And we are right, which brings us on to question 2.
Fantastic. Cool. So there you go. 1 out of 1. We're doing well. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in Canada? Oh, so was that Harold Ramis, Jim Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, or Bill Murray? Oh, all 4 of those are some of my favourites. So which one was born not in the USA but in Canada? Harold Ramis, Jim Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, or Bill Murray? And while we're pondering that, Stephen, what have you got in your carousel today?
Trying to find something. My carousel is upside down because this is my Tuesday carousel. Normally, I've got everything that's mine at the beginning, but when we do the Tuesday carousel, everything that's yours is at the beginning, so I don't have to look for it. Right. Okay. So I'm going to press this button, and I'm going to go here. And the featured item now is the camera I'm looking directly into, which is the Nexigo Zoom N970p, which is my favorite webcam. Now, what I've done this week is I've actually moved the camera so I can look straight at it and be in the middle of the screen, which is unusual because normally I've got never mind. I've got 4 cameras and this is the Nexigo. Nexigo are an American company based just outside Seattle, and they have a range of 15 webcams. I've got this one, which is the Nexigo. It's on discount today. We're still talking about discounts, 21% off today. It's $149.99, normally $189.99. So even after Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you can save 21% on this camera. I'll tell you why you should. Nick has got an Nexigo camera, and basically it's been in quite a few of our shows, and I thought that's high quality because it's got a ring light and everything. I'm going to look at the rest of the Nexigo cameras. It's got a range of 15. And I saw this, and I saw the quality of the picture, and I thought that's going in my Amazon wish list. And within weeks, I'd actually bought it, and here it is, and you're looking at it now. Now, one of the things about a webcam, well, there are 3 things that are important in live broadcasting. One is how you look. Second is how you sound. And the third thing is, can people see you? Do you have lights on? So this is the camera side, and this sorts it for me because this is the best picture I've seen. It is a 4K camera, which means you can broadcast directly to YouTube in 4K. You can go onto Camtasia in 4K, so you can use it straight out of the box. But the thing that sets it apart is that this is a conference camera, and what you can do, if you wish, I'm going to go here. Not there, no. I'm going to go here. Is you can, sorry, Nick, you can put the. Oh, we're having fun this afternoon. we can both co-direct the broadcast. This is a LoomCube stand. It's down in the carousel. You can put the Nexigo 970p on the LoomCube stand, position it on the conference table, then the magic begins. So you've got the camera on a stand, and people sit down next to you. You've got one person either side of you. And what happens is the camera expands its field of view to include all 3 of you. Then 2 more of your colleagues come and sit around the conference table. Because of facial recognition, the Nexigo N970p says there are more people. So it widens it again. And you don't have to do anything. Everything it does is automatic because of the inbuilt artificial intelligence. And it's the ideal web conference camera certified by Zoom. It's great on Zoom. It's great on WebEx. It's also great on anything Google. And it's absolutely amazing on Amazon. Now, the thing is that it comes with its own
Ooh.
remote control. Looks like a TV remote control. Takes 2 AAA batteries, but I can control the camera with this. And I can set up 10 presets. So I click the preset button, select a number, change the angle, click the preset button, select a number. So I can go like this. If I go like that, then you can see my studio. So this is what my studio looks like. And you've got the chess set, you've got the books, you've got the green screen behind me. But when I'm broadcasting live, I like to be center screen. So I set it up so it can zoom in and zoom out. Now, in addition to that, there's an on-screen menu, which means I can control the exposure. So at the moment, it's saying with the lighting you've got, this is the best I can make you look. It's automatic. If I switch that off, then go to manual or go to bright. I'm going changing. What you need to do is have automatic on, and that takes care of everything. Next thing, I can change the color, and I can change, and for whatever reason, I don't know, but it does show how much control you've got over the camera. I can change color or not. I might be going yellow. I'm not sure. I think I've gone blue. Okay. And I've gone purple. I knew I was going to go purple at some point, and I'll come back to me. And then the final thing, you've got control over brightness, contrast, and sharpness. Now, the brilliant thing about this is that if I make any changes, they're stored in the camera in flash memory. So if I took this camera from my computer to Nick's computer,
Hold on, Stephen. I think you're frozen.
a minute, I've frozen. A minute, I'm going to. This is not good for a demonstration, is it, Nick? Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try again. I can still see myself.
Right. Different colours. I thought, hang on, something's not quite right.
Right. Can you? Am I moving now?
You're moving in the studio. For some reason, you're not moving on Amazon.
Oh.
Oh.
Right. Well.
So I jump
yes.
in.
I'm not moving at all.
Let's check if I'm moving. I'm moving. That's something.
Well, I can see you moving in the studio.
That's good. That's good. Let me. How do we do this? How can I get off solo?
Good.
Now we're back on there.
Am I moving now?
I am. You're frozen on Amazon. I can see you in the studio.
I'm moving in the studio and frozen on Amazon. So that's the signal going out.
That's weird.
Okay, I'm going to try. Let's do this live. I mean,
we can fix things on the hoof.
We can try. Am I moving now?
You're moving on. You're moving in the studio, and you're still frozen on your old camera on Amazon. How bizarre!
That is really bizarre.
Yeah, that is odd. That is odd. Odder than a box of frogs.
Just a minute.
Eating meringue.
We've not finished yet. I'm going to load some software, right? As we're actually sorting this out, if you want to browse the carousel on Nick's page or my page, please do. But we've got a weird technical situation here. I'm just waiting for some software to load.
Yeah, go to your. See, I was watching on my channel, so I've just gone over to yours. No, it's definitely still frozen on yours as well.
I'm going to close a couple of tabs. That sometimes helps. I've closed 2 tabs and I'm back in the studio. I'm just waiting for this software to load. Hopefully this time the software will load.
I'm sure it will. Still got to work out which of these monkeys was born in Canada.
Software's right, okay. Let's go here. I'm going to switch this camera off. I'm going to switch this camera on. Am I moving?
Okay. Now you're. Yes, indeed. You're now moving not only in the studio but also on the Amazon page as well.
Oh, good. Right. Okay. Now, I was talking about a camera. That camera is not working at the moment, and that's because of a broadcast issue. But take it from me, the Nexigo Zoom N970p is a great purchase. It's 21% off today, $40 saving, which brings us on to question 2.
Swiftly on to question 2. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in Canada? Harold Ramis, Jim Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, or Bill Murray? I guess Ramis, Aykroyd, and Murray were all in the Ghostbusters, and Jim Belushi wasn't.
Yeah.
Is that a clue?
I don't know. Bill Murray's definitely Canadian.
Oh, is he?
I don't know.
Case, if Bill Murray's definitely Canadian, let's go Bill Murray.
Do we? I think so.
Oh,
Dan Aykroyd is Canadian. Who's your best bet?
Well, which of these actors was not born in the USA but in Canada? There's only, well, maybe there's more than one. I have no idea, and that's why I wondered if it was Jim Belushi. I could be completely
okay. Oh, it's my turn to get one wrong. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Dan Aykroyd.
Go for it. Oh, well done.
Whew. After everything that's gone on in the last couple of minutes, that was a relief. Okay. Which of these actresses was not born in the USA but in Italy? And your choices are Ava Gardner, Jane Mansfield, Sophia Loren, or Raquel Welch. Who amongst those is actually Italian?
Could it be the one with the Italian sounding name? Just putting it out there.
It's possible.
It's possible. But it could be a trick. Could be a trick question. Okay, next up in the carousel, it's got a mighty 23% off. It is, of course, a TP-Link Tapo Pan Tilt and Zoom security camera. It is fantastic. It shoots in 1080 high definition. Not only that, it shoots in the dark. Yes, it's got full infrared, so we can see 30 foot in the dark. It's also got a two-way communication as well, and we can record. It's motion sensor, so a motion will trigger it, and you can either record it, and you can record either into the Tapo cloud, or you can put a HD, a little SD card in there, and you can record it on 1080. That will give you like 128 gigs. Will give you 14 hours of recording time, which should be plenty. And it's great for security. So you get motion detection, bang, you can talk. The other person can talk back, and you can put it anywhere. You can attach it to your sheds, your garages, the outhouses, and it is fantastic. Now, the reason I'm waving this little box in the air is because it's not only a security camera. People are using it for multiple different things because it's such a great price. Not only is it seriously popular for people with young children, little babies, it is great as a little kiddie cam in order to monitor your baby. Your baby sleeps, you're in a different room. Motion detecting, perfect. You can see the baby when it wakes up. Two-way conversation, two-way audio. You can soothe it as well. That's kiddie cam. What other people use it for is kitty cam. Yes, if you've got two kittens like I do, it is ideal because I can spy on them down in the lounge. So we're going to do a very quick demo of it's all controlled with an app on the phone. So we just tap on Tapo, and there we go. There's a bit of the lounge. What I cannot see, which is a little concerning, is I can see a kitten. There we go. Just pop that up there. There you go. There's Marco, quite happy down in the lounge. Perfect. So that is the TP Tapo motion detecting security camera / kiddie and kitty cam. So go fill your boots on that. Check that out in the carousel. It's a big discount, 23% off, and it is only a mere, I was going to say a mere, but then I just had to switch apps. A mere, this is amazing, $22.99. That is stunning price for an amazing camera and a bit of security. So yeah,
I don't know how they do it. I mean, if we had to make that ourselves, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it is a crazy situation. Okay, so we're on question 3. And question 3 is, which of these actors was not born in the USA but in Italy? And Nick knows the answer, but I'm going to read the possibilities anyway. Ava Gardner, Jane Mansfield, Sophia Loren, or Raquel Welch.
I'm guessing, Stephen, it's Sophia Loren.
Are we doing it? Batting 3 out of 3.
We're on a roll. Okay. Oh, interesting one. Which of these actresses was not born in the USA but in France? Was that Audrey Tautou? Was it Denise Richards, Diane Lane, or Chloe Grace Moretz? So that's Audrey Tautou, Denise Richards, Diane Lane, or Chloe Grace Moretz. Of course, I'm good friends with all 4 of those.
Of course, yeah. I mean, well, we're actually we're good friends with somebody, and we'll show you in a moment who we're good friends with.
Oh, well, good.
Because, well, shall we? Whilst we're with actresses, if I go here, and I'm just going to go and screen share. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
We're going to indulge ourselves because we noticed this, and if I go there,
I'm
and
surprised she hasn't rung yet, to be honest.
I'm going to bring this on screen back in the studio. There we go. And if I bring this on screen, Nick and I are proud to say that we broadcast. Are we going to go with? We broadcast with this lady on Amazon Live.
We
Her
do.
name, if you, is
It's
shock. It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
a lovely Gwyn to her friends.
Gwyn to us, yeah. I mean, she was on Amazon Live earlier this month selling her range of cosmetics from Goop, which is her company. So she was marketing, and we're just proud to be on the same channel.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. I mean, we'll give her all our best tips if she should require them. We like to share.
I've got to say this though. I mean, I actually watched the video. She is a natural.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, she's switched from being a world famous actress to being an Amazon broadcaster and presenter. But she does have something that we have, and that is a team of people. Yeah.
She does.
So well, put it this way: she doesn't get her own coffee. She's got a team behind her actually helping. So that's good. So that's Gwyneth Paltrow on Amazon Live, and we're just proud to be here on the same channel.
Yeah, and do go follow her. I mean, she'd say the same about us if she was live streaming.
Yeah.
So, we like to follow each other. So yeah, go and follow Gwyneth. Yes. Yeah. Well, there you go. See, there's no money in the movies these days. You have to come over to be an Amazon live streaming.
Yeah, but in addition to that, this is her own company. She's actually marketing her own products, so we can't do that yet. We've got a grand plan for 2024. Watch this space. Okay, now a moment ago I had to switch cameras, which meant that just happened fortuitously. I had to switch to the Obspot Tiny 4K camera, which is what you're watching now. Now, Obspot are a well-respected company. I've got 2 Obspot cameras. This is the 4K version, so it broadcasts in 4K. It's got dual noise cancelling microphones, and the thing is, if I go, you'll still be able to hear me, but I just want to go over here for a minute. This is an Obspot. Okay, so what you've got the lens on top, you've got the 2-axis gimbal, and then you've got the body underneath. It's USB-A, USB-C, plug and play on both PC and Mac. And the thing is that it's got the gimbal. Now, the gimbal gives it the ability to move from side to side and up and down. And if I come back to me, we're going to demonstrate that right now, because this is live and anything can happen. It already has. So what could possibly go wrong? The thing about the gimbal is that it can track me as I move, and it will keep me in the center of the stage with headroom automatically. So this is AI tracking built in, which means as you move around, the camera is going to follow you. That makes this amazing, especially as a presenter. Normally, as you see with Nick and I, when we present, we're actually sat down. If you can stand up and present, it's a whole different ballgame, because your diaphragm is clear and you can be more demonstrative. When you stood up, you can move your hands about and you can show these wonderful Aftershocks Aeropex headphones off at their best. So demonstration product setup is totally different experience. This camera, in addition to tracking, has got the microphones, it's got everything you want of a 4K camera. Okay, so you can broadcast live to YouTube in 4K, easier to create 4K content. It is, well, it's my favorite PTZ camera. PTZ, pan, tilt. Oh, it did it then. It zoomed in, didn't it?
Hey, cool.
That was cool. That was totally unplanned. Something's gone right. What's going on?
It's all
It's just basically, it is the most fun you can have with a webcam, because it has the ability to zoom in and out. It's 4 times optical zoom. Sorry, no, 4 times digital zoom, and it just works out of the box, plug and play. Great quality picture, and it's the only camera I know at this price which will actually follow you about the room, so that when I go over here, the camera, because I've not done anything silly, the camera is still following me and will continue to do so for the rest of this broadcast. I'm going to take you over desktop. Whilst it's going to the desktop, I'm going to sit down and say that the thing I love about the Oberspot is that they're continually updating the firmware in the camera and the software that I'm using today to control it. And it's just a great camera. So it's 11% off today, $239, a saving of $30 on the day. I'm going to take myself off solo. Or Nick does it.
cool. There
Right.
we go.
There we are.
Cool.
Okay.
So, sorry, yes, that's fine. Yeah. So, which of these actresses was not born in the USA but in France? Was it Audrey Tautou, whatever you say it, Denise Richards, Diane Lane, or Chloe Grace Moretz? Stephen, do you have any idea?
Well, normally I would say the clues in the surname, because tattoo sounds very French. It does. Oh.
Sounds like good to me.
But I've got a sixth sense, which is totally wrong. But if you know, then that would be even better.
Oh, what's your sixth sense? What's your spider sense telling you, Steve?
My spidey sense says Diane Lane.
Oh, pourquoi?
Oscar, je pense qu'elle est française.
Hey, well, listen, I was going to go with Big Audrey. Not
All right,
sure.
let's go with Audrey then.
With whichever one you like.
Go with Audrey. Oh, good job we did.
Oh,
Good job we did.
phew.
Okay, well, teamwork. Okay, question 5. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in New Zealand? And your choices are Mel Gibson, Kurt Russell, Russell Crowe, or I'm going to get this. 1, Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. You see, there you are. Nick knows. Right, Nick, it's over to you.
Oh, interesting one. Okay, right. I'm just going to have to change my. Hopefully, I'm on my Yeti, my blue Yeti, of course, because it's in the carousel and it's got a discount. And if you were watching earlier, if you were paying attention, 15% off, $84.99 for my absolute favorite microphone. This is the Blue Yeti microphone. It's got a 3-member array, and it allows us to do several things. We can have in car toys, so we can have 1-to-1. We can have bi-directional microphones. So I've had someone sitting across the table for me. We can switch it across. We have omnidirectional, so we can have all 3 picking up everywhere. But we can also stick it to stereo. So we can have stereo audio. So going from one side of the microphone to the other, which is pretty cool. Whatever we do, we plug it in, super simple, into a USB, into the back of the Mac, in my case, but anything you're using. Always, I would just say very quickly, I'd say go to have a look at the gain control, because the microphone the gain is really tight on this. So if you had all the gain up, go into your audio settings or microphone settings, play around with the gain, make sure you get it how you like it. And then on the front here, we have the audio controls. That's the audio. We can pop a headphones in here. Then we can hear the audio coming through, and the little red button, which I'm not going to press. It's red. I'm not going to press it because that switches it off or pauses it. So if you're going to sneeze or cough, then of course make sure you press it again. We've all done it where we've been chatting away and nothing's happened. Now the other thing is, because this has been bought out by Logitech, it has now got an amazing thing called, it can go in the G hub, which is when I switched it on, it was going to take it off. So now we can do crazy things like, he said, let's do some effects. Let's have a DJ robot. So I can't hear any difference, but hopefully if you're listening out in the Amazon land or in YouTube, you can hear it as DJ robot. So slightly different. We've got all these different effects we can play around with that allows us to have not just an amazing microphone, but we can also play sound effects. We can play air horns. We have applause. We've got all sorts of little sound items. We can also adjust exactly how we sound through the microphone as well. Got some lovely elements there. We can move them around. It is absolutely the best microphone. It's got the standard microphone jack mounting there as well, so we can mount our microphone. Comes with a nice little table stand, nice little padded bottom, so that there's no vibration, and it just picks up really beautifully. I always like to give one of my very first video gurus, a lovely guy called Ben Brophy here in the UK. He was teaching me various video. I loved the sound that he was getting. He told me, yep, it's the Blue Yeti, Nick, and several of us, of his disciples, went out and bought ourselves a Blue Yeti. I've had this one now for, gosh, nearly 10 years, I'm guessing. And I'll be honest, the price hasn't changed a busting lot. It's been very consistent. But it is absolutely a fantastic microphone for the money.
It is. I mean, it totally is. It's so good that when I was listening to you on our broadcast, I went out and got one too. So you're listening to two Blue Yetis today.
Exactly. See, you can't say fairer than that. If you hear it and you like the sound, then go for it. Yeah. Yes, that's the Blue Yeti, $84.99.
Okay, and could I ask a favour, Nick? For your next item, could you do the Mevo?
Yes, of course.
Brilliant. Okay, so question 5. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in New Zealand? And was it Mel Gibson, Kurt Russell, Russell Crowe, or Mr. Phoenix?
Oh no, I think Mel Gibson and Russell Crowe. I thought, oh no, Mel Gibson's Australian.
Yeah.
I know Russell Crowe sounds Australian. I got a sneaky feeling he might have been born in New Zealand though.
I'm going to go. My thoughts are with Russell.
Russell Crowe, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. Or Kurt Russell.
Okay, brings on question 6.
So question 6, sorry. Which actor was not born in the USA but in Australia? Okay, so is that Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Heath Ledger, Paul Walker, or Jake Gyllenhaal? A very good Australian name.
It is brilliant Australian name. Right, okay. So the next featured item in the carousel, featured item is always sort of roundabout there, is something that changes the way I broadcast. The thing is that when I actually broadcast, I've got to open 4 Chrome tabs and load 4 camera applications so I can switch between. And that meant finding 4 web tabs and finding 4 programs. I don't need to do that anymore because down in the carousel is this handy little unit, which is called the Elgato Stream Deck. And this changes everything. Because an Elgato Stream Deck, this is the 15 key version, 3 rows of 5. You can get a 32 key version and a 6 key. They all do the same thing. And that is, when you press a button, it can open a Chrome tab, it can open an application, or it can go to another page. And you can have as many 15 button pages as you want, which makes life a lot easier. Because when I go live, I can go, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to switch Nick's camera off for a moment. And I'm going to go and share screen because it's good if you can actually see this working. So I'm going to share screen and it's asking me which bit I'd like to share. I want to share the Stream Deck and I'm going to bring that up on screen. 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, that is the software for the Stream Deck. Now, as you can see, and I'm going to take it off solo and that'll do. So I've got the Stream Deck here. It's 15 keys. You can see those 15 keys represented in the 3x5 grid up on screen. And basically, when I go live on Amazon Live, I click the Be Live button now, and I can load up Be Live. So I've typed in the word Be Live. I've given it the URL for Be Live. I also start up my Amazon page. So I've typed in Amazon and my own personal URL on Amazon. We're playing the Triviaplaza quiz today. So I typed in Triviaplaza and there is the Triviaplaza URL going direct to movies. And then finally, I often talk about Fitbits. So there is Fitbit and there's the URL. So I've got 4 URLs already set up. So that when I go live, I can just click the Be Live button, the Amazon button, Fitbit button, and the Triviaplaza button. And I've got four pages already open. I cannot remember the last time I typed in a URL. Everything is in here. Now, the next stage, if I go back up one, is that I've got cameras. And across the top, I've got the OBSBot. And what I've done is I've typed in OBSBot and given it the link to the OBSBot software on my desktop. Logitech, you're a step ahead of me now. I've typed in Logitech and given the link to the software. The Nexigo cam that I was using earlier, I've typed in Nexigo, no link to the software, and then LG Hub, which controls not only Nick's Blue Yeti and my Blue Yeti, but the lighting that we might show you later. LG Hub is there. So when I go live, I click that to get my OBSBot software, that to get my Logitech software, that to get my Nexigo software, and then finally my lighting and microphone is that one. So whenever I start a broadcast, I quite simply just press 8 buttons on here and I'm ready to go. I don't need to remember anything. Now, if you use a lot of tabs and a lot of applications day to day, it's not just for streamers. This is for everybody. If you repeatedly use Chrome tabs, then you can put your memory on here. Now, the final little bit before we actually move on to the Mevo, I know that's coming because I asked, is if I go and I go to here and then go to here, possibly, pressing the button, then I've got all the software that I actually use, and it's all at the click of a button, and it just makes life so easy. So my memory, my everything I need is in here. So I'm going to stop the screen share by actually closing the program. That's a bit drastic, but that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so we're now back. Switch Nick's camera back on, and we're now back.
Cool. So here we are, back to question 6. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in Australia? Was it Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Paul Walker, Heath Ledger, or Jake Gyllenhaal? That fine Australian. I'm joking.
I've got to say, I'm in 4 minds here, Nick.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm in 1.
Good.
I believe that is the poorly departed Heath Ledger.
Well played. Brilliant. Okay, so 7 out of 7th question. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in the United Kingdom? Was it Dustin Hoffman, Daniel Day-Lewis, Tommy Lee Jones, or Jason Robards?
Hmm.
Well, thinking.
I have never heard of Jason Robards. That's
You're not old enough, Nick.
Am I not? These youthful good looks. Now, unsurprisingly, because Stephen asked, we're now talking about, actually, it's got a brilliant discount in the carousel. We're talking about the Logitech creators, the Mevo Start. This is the camera that I'm looking at right now. It's got an 18% discount, so down from $399 down to a very nice $329.99. That is an amazing price for what is, frankly, my favorite webcam, or pretty much my favorite camera altogether, because it's not just a camera. It is a camera, live streaming camera, but also an outside broadcasting studio. Yes, it is incredible. You've got, first of all, you've got this 2.8 Sony lens, which is gorgeous. And then you've got a 3-mem microphone array, which does some great stuff. But then you've got a battery that lasts a good 6 hours. And I've had this camera over a year, and that battery still lasts 6 hours. We can put in a little SD card behind it, and that way we can record our live stream. So if we're out and about, because it's wireless, if we're out and about, then we can record what we're live streaming, just in case we have some problems with the bandwidth. So we can either use our cell phone data or hotspots. Either way, you're going to be fighting over bandwidth with other people. Normally, not going to be a problem, but just in case you've got an issue, you've got that bankable high definition recording, because it's recording directly from the camera. Now, the other thing about this is we can live stream not only, because I know what you're saying, I can live stream with my phone, Nick. You can, but with the Mevo Start, not only can we live stream with this camera, we can live stream to Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, in fact, anywhere that you want to, because it's also got RTMP, real-time messaging protocol, and that allows us to live stream with a stream key anywhere that we want. It is absolutely incredible. Now, to do that, you do need the Mevo software, but the Mevo software it's just absolutely incredible. It has gone from being able to multiple stream to those locations, but now, in the past, we used to have 3 of the same cameras to use different cameras. Now, with that software, we can actually live stream not only with the Mevo Start I'm looking at, but we can also live stream. I could actually attach my phone, I could attach another camera, I could attach my iPad and use those as additional cameras. So not only have you got pointing just one, you've got different angles, and that is what keeps people really watching, to go from different angle to different angle to different angle, all controlled. I'll just show you. I've got it controlled today just with the one. Super simple, controlled here with the little app on the phone. We can control everything, all the lighting. One of the things I love about it is there we go. Show you next door's cat. We can put on presentations in screen. We can have lower thirds. Super simple to use. We can control all our items. It has also got with it, here we go, got a list of all our, I don't know, you can't really see, but yeah, so you've got wired webcam. We've also got NDI as well, so that saves an awful lot of power. It is just the best. It lasts forever, and it is just such an awesome camera. It will also, of course, it's not a pan, tilt and zoom, but it will actually follow you. I'll do it right. Ooh, that's a bit scary. So yeah, because it's got a nice big wide frame of view, it'll actually follow you around as well. Absolutely fantastic. I say it is my all-time favorite camera. I'll turn that off. This is it. This is the Mevo Start. It's actually a fantastic camera. Live streaming wirelessly, we can actually go where the action is, as opposed to sitting here waiting for it to happen. So we can go live stream sports events, concerts. If you're a business person, maybe you're doing a presentation at your local chamber of commerce or your little networking meeting, you can actually live stream it, and you can live stream it directly to your website, which no one else is doing, which will set you out, stand you out from the crowd, and make people love you even more. So there you go. Some Evo start $329.99 in the carousel. Go check it out. My top manifesting tip is to put it in the cart.
Right now, I've got a broadcast tomorrow, and the broadcast is called Manage Live Streaming Without Internet. And one of the cameras I'm going to be showing on there tomorrow is, yes, the Mevo. Now, it's subscription, not
Subscription
to get the internet side of it sorted. Do you right? I'm going to ask some silly questions here.
Go on then.
Right. It needs
silly answer.
It needs to be able to access the internet.
It does.
Okay, and that is achieved by?
So either through your cell phone data or through a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Right. Okay. Can you take the so you don't need to take anything out of your phone. You just need to switch your phone on and tether it.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Okay. And next question: can you actually bond signals?
Can we
So,
bond them?
yeah, basically, if you've got somebody that's with you and they've got a phone as well, can you borrow their internet?
Oh, that I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. I've never done it, so I don't know.
And is there a subscription? I did take a look, and it says $19 a month.
Yes, it's basically I think it's 50 if you buy the whole year in advance. I think
Right.
it works out at 15 a month, or that was certainly the package I got when I upgraded mine middle of this year. It might have gone. Yeah, but the thing was, too, in order to stream to the multiple destinations, we used to have it with a Vimeo package, which was exactly the same price.
Right.
So they then brought out their own updated subscription, which then allowed us, the big thing was to be able to not just have that set of 3, that we could actually then just use other cameras as well, so we can control more than one camera. It doesn't have to be a Mevo.
Well, it's an amazing piece of kit because it's up against the YOLO box.
Yes.
Right? And YOLO Live have a different subscription model, and it's the same sort of thing. You've actually got, but you see, you've got the camera already built in, whereas with the YOLO box, you've got to have the camera to add to it.
Yeah, that is all in that one camera. It is
incredible.
I'm
joined by thank you for that. And over to Corinda. Corinda's saying,
hey, Corinda.
Hey, Corinda. And I think it's we'll hold that thought, Corinda, and come back in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to hide that because we don't need it anymore. So, which of these actors was not born in the USA but in the UK? Dustin Hoffman, Daniel Day-Lewis, Tommy Lee Jones, or Jason Robards?
I'm guessing it's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, I'm going to totally agree with you there. Okay.
Oh, we're good. Okay, so which of these actors was not born in the USA but in the United Kingdom again? Oh, yes, we got this one. J.K. Simmons, Anthony Hopkins, Anthony Perkins, or Dennis Hopper?
Shall we do 2 quick questions?
Oh, gosh, yeah, we better had.
Right, okay, because we're overrunning. That's because of our problems earlier. I'm going to... Anthony?
Oh, definitely, yes. Oh, which one? Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins, yes. Okay, so question 9 then. Which of these actors was not born in the USA but in France? And choices are Grace Kelly, Raquel Welch, Brigitte Bardot, or Marilyn Monroe.
I'm guessing it might have been Brigitte Bardot.
I'm going to go with Brigitte as well, which brings us on to the final item and the final question.
Okay, so last question then. Stephen, which of these actresses was not born in the USA but in Spain? Was that Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, Eva Mendes, Penelope Cruz, or Ava Longoria.
Okay, whilst we're thinking of that, and we'll not think for too long, I'm going to tell you about the TP-Link Deco that's down in the carousel, which both Nick and I have. It's the best networking software system there is. You get 3 units, plug one into the back of your router, switch it on, the two talk to each other, take the second unit, put it in another room, switch it on, the 3 units, they can then talk, and then take the third unit into another room, switch it on, everything works. And it works perfectly out of the box. It controls up to 100 different devices, and I use it, Nick uses it, our good friend Peter Stewart uses it, and it's simply works. That's our final item today, which brings us back to
which of these actresses was not born in the USA but in Spain? Was it Jennifer Lopez, Penelope Cruz, Eva Mendes, or Eva Longoria? And
you've got three Spanish names, 4 Spanish names there.
yeah,
Surnames.
I know. I'm torn between 2. Penelope Cruz and Eva Longoria.
Okay.
Jenny Lopez, she was New York. Jenny from the block.
Right. Okay.
Unless she was lying.
Okay. So we've got a choice between Penelope Cruz and Eva Longoria. Shall we go with?
I think it's Penelope Cruz.
Go on, your final plumping for
Cruz.
What a team!
Yes.
Let's leave. We got an A. Brenda,
Wow.
thanks for joining us. Nick, it's over to you.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I need to get Stephen back on as well, actually. Oy, let's get us both on. I can't look. This is why I don't do the producing. But basically, thank you, Steve. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with our technical foibles. We, like the Mounties, we always get our man. We always resolve it one way or another. Thank you, Stephen, for amazing hosting. We shall be back again, certainly, next Tuesday, the same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. in the UK. But don't forget Stephen's show tomorrow. That's going to be a corker. That is, I believe, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK. I'll be watching it. The live streaming without internet. That's got to be worth a watch. But for me, until next week. Thank you, Steve.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.